today's mini class for the little dragons. I'm not expecting anybody to come on live today. They might do, but you should all be at school unless you're off. But I will upload this to Facebook. No, not Facebook, YouTube, and keep it on the Facebook page. Okay, so today what we're going to look at is our Shaolin Stamps. Okay, Shaolin Stamps are a really cool thing to do because they look really good when all the classes are doing it, definitely in sync as well, so you're all doing it at the same time. And when we get on to demonstrations and things like that, okay, it's a really good opening sequence to do, and it brings in people to watch us because it's nice and noisy. Okay, so we're just going to look into them. We have a little bit of a warm up, okay, and so this video will be up for people if they want to practice. Okay, you've got loads of, by the end of this slot then, you'll have loads of content out there, okay, to be able to practice with. And I'll try and do these quite regularly, once a week, so it'll take every 10 minutes or so. I get little mini classes so people can have stuff to practice. So you've got no excuse, okay? So they have a little bit of a warm up, feet out, feet roughly about hip distance apart. So these are your hips, obviously, and they go down here. What we say is we soften your legs, so that means bending your knees. Always make sure your knees are bent. Oh, somebody's joining us. Okay, and then your hands are going to come to your hips, and then we just start rotating the neck, nice and slow, nice and slowly, and then change direction, so we're going the other way. And then from there we go to the shoulders. Say hello, whoever's joined us. Please, it's nice to have some interaction. That's if I can read my comments. Sometimes I can't always see the comments until after the class. And then we go the other way. So when you're doing the shoulders, we're raising. It's your whole body. It's not just your shoulders. It's your body moving as well. Up and down, up and down. And then we're going to bring the arms into it. Big circle. You know the score by now. You've done this enough times. Pushing through your legs. So you're going down and back up. Down and back up. And then we're going forwards as well. Whoa. And if you're really, really good and you've got that, and if you can't do this, don't worry about it. You will do eventually. Coordination. You go one backwards and then one forwards. So what I'm singing for. Not really singing, is it? And then we go in the other direction. And we're going that way. So it's important for the Shaolin Stamps. It's really important to warm the body up nicely because they're quite hard work when you start to do them. But they're good for your fitness and coordination as well. Okay, and then from there we're going to go on to the hips. Big circles with the hips. And then going the other way. I'm humming because I'm teaching on my own. And normally I've got you guys there in the classes. A bit weird like that sometimes. But it's good to be weird and different, isn't it? And then going the other way as well. So when you're doing this, you're trying to stretch all your muscles all around your legs and your hips. So it's not just very small circles, it's really big circles. You go all around. Oh, somebody else has joined us. Oh, the nose. And then we go on the other side. And from there, put your hands on top of your lap and you're circling your knees. Now, when we circle our knees, we come inwards. Okay, so it's like we're going to almost hit each other this way. Not this way, but this way. It. And then we're going to test our balancing because this is really good for Shaolin Stamps as well, because you've got to stand on one leg in the Shaolin Stamps. Just pull my socks up a little bit. I even practice my balancing all the time. Even if I'm doing my socks or shoelaces up, I'll still stand on one leg. So you're always practicing coming through. And then ankle, and then knee, and then hip. Big circle. Big circle with the hip. Ooh, that's it. And then we're going to change the other side. Remember that balancing that we went over the other week? Always make sure your head's aligned with your foot. So you're not wobbling over like this. Same focus. Stand tall, breathe deep, and focus. And then the knee. And then the knee. And then the knee. And then the hip. And the hip. So hip joints working. Excellent. We just get the heart rate pumping before we start looking into the stamps. Bouncing backwards and forwards. Shaking yourself off so you've got to be nice and relaxed. And then we're going out like this. So just get the heart rate up a little bit to get the blood pumping around your body, because obviously your body's full of blood. So it's a good thing when we bleed sometimes, because it means we're human. And then one leg behind the other. It's not very nice when it happens, so is it? And then go in and start jumps. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You raise your knees. Turn the floors full up with that mud. You're putting your feet out of the mud. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your back. Kick in your bum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then take your legs out. Squats, because we've got to do horse-riding stance when we do Shaolin Stamps. So this is good practice. Go down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hands up. Okay, and we've got all my hands up on your shoulders. So you're going to push it out. So when you're punching, try and make sure both hands, this is what we call a straight punch now. Not a flat punch, a straight punch. So we're going to, as that punches, we're going to replace that fist with that hand. So and it's like a train. When we do this in the class, so it's like a train like this, but you're pushing out with your hand. Go 10, fast you can. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give your arms a shake. Oh, so you don't need too much of a warm up today because it's only a short lesson. Okay, so right, I will go over them nice and slowly. Okay, if you practice these, the more you practice, the more you're going to do really well in the classes. Oh, we've got 2 people watching. The more you're going to do better in the classes, okay? Because I've got 3 secrets, not my 3 rules, my 3 secrets. Practice, practice harder, and practice even harder, okay? So, we're going to go down the horse riding stance. To get the horse riding stance, there's 2 ways. The one I just did, 1, 2, and then I sink. Or, you bring your hands back to here, soften your knees, your toes out, then heels out, as big as wide as you can get, and then toes again, and then you sink it down from here, okay? So, we say we look in the mirror first, okay? So we start with your left, so it's really important to know your left from your right, okay? But I stand on my left leg as well, so this is really good for balancing as well. So we stand up, bring your knee up like this, point your toes down to the floor, okay? So that strength hardens all this muscle here. And we look into the mirror. Let's see if we can do that for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. It's an exercise in itself. Ready, we'll do it again. Ready, go. 5, 4, oh, go down. 3, 2, 1. Back down. Excellent. And again, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back down. Oh, excellent. Okay, so that's the start of the Shaolin Stamps. Okay, after we've done this, we're going to smash the mirror. I know smashing the mirror is bad luck. It's not a real mirror, it's my hand. Okay, I haven't really got a mirror there. Okay, so we don't really smash the mirror. But what we're aiming for, as we lift this hand up like this and look in the mirror, see my hand is facing out. Okay, I'm going to rotate the hand and hit it like that. Okay, so you can do this as hard as you like, but I wouldn't recommend it because it might hurt your hand. Eventually, it really toughens up this part of your hand, which we use a lot in Kung Fu. Okay, but we build up to it. So you don't have to do that hard. You can do it on here. So you hit in that part or in the middle. Okay, whatever suits you, but you don't have to do it too hard. You just go. I can't help but do it hard, can I? Do it nice and soft. That's it, nice and soft. So as we stand on one leg and look in the mirror, this hand comes back, and this could be an elbow as well, so you're looking at elbow striking as well. Okay, from here, come in. As I stamp, the first stamp with my right leg, I'm going to smash that mirror. Okay, so we just go over that 5 times. All side stamps. You go. 1, back. And 2, back. And 3, back. And 4, back. And 5, back. See, oh, that's hurting my hand already. I haven't done this properly for a long time. Because in the last year, a lot of us did a challenge. We did 100 of them. My hand was red raw then. Okay, so you don't have to do it too hard. Or you can have something in your hand to hit nice and soft if you want to start with. Okay, so once we've done that, up, right leg up, and then smash. Okay, we're going to stand on the other leg, right leg, and we're going to chop. So when we chop, we're looking at this part of the hand here. That's called a chop. It goes like that. We do that 5 times. Ready, with the right hand, not your left. Ready, and again, and again, excellent. Can you go on one leg like this? Oh, yes. One leg. So you get this time you're practicing balance on your right leg. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, excellent. So we're going to put that together. Right from the start, this time again. Go back to the start, so we're balancing on this leg, up, hit. Then we're going to stand on the other leg and chop. See how this hand comes back here now, and chop. And then, so that could be an elbow behind as well. And then we're going to do 3 punches. So when I stand back in the horse riding stance, 1, 2, 3. Easy. But I understand in class it can be a bit confusing because you're trying to keep up with me and the coaches. Okay, so that's what I thought I'd just do today, just on the Shaolin Stamps. Okay, so we're going to break that down again and we're going to do it, and this video will be up there for when you practice. So you've got no excuses, children. Okay, right. I try to make it easy as possible for you to get practicing. So sinking down, don't forget you stand on your left leg first and you look in the mirror. 1. And as you stamp, you smash that mirror. Then you stand on the other leg, chop. So your hand comes back, stamp, and then 3 punches. 1, 2, 3. And that's 1. See? Easy, yes? And we're going to do it again. Ready? Up. Sa. 2. Sa. And you shout on the last one. That's why all these big noises we're making, that's why it's really good for demonstrations. Because when you've got 10 kids all shouting really loud, it's really good, and everyone's going to be looking around saying, what's going on there then? Okay, so it's a really good way to start. There's lots of other Shaolin Stamps as well, but this is the main one we do in the class. Okay, so we're going to do that 5 times. And a little bit of cool down. Okay. But remember, this is a really good drill to get you good at balancing, strengthening your arms, strengthening your legs, strengthening your whole body, okay? And learning to strike people behind you like this. Lots of things going on here, okay? So we're going to do it 5 times. Ready? Up. Sa. Sa. 2. Sa. Sa. And 3. Sa. And 4. Sa. And 5. Sa. Excellent. Okay. So the exercise to practice, as we always do, to start with, first stance you learn really, apart from Kung Fu stance, is horse riding stance. And I'm quite high up, okay, because I went for a run this morning and I'm feeling quite stiff, but I'm not really loose at the moment, okay. But the my practice, so you sink into stance, okay, when you feel comfortable, just lower it a little bit, keep it back nice and straight. If you feel a bit more comfortable, I'll do this with my hands, sink a bit more, so you feel the stretch here, a bit more comfortable, sink it even more, and then you get lower and lower that way. So that's a good practice to do that as well, and Shaolin Stamps, okay. So that's basically it today, okay. Don't need a warm up, we don't really cool down, do we really? Just shake your legs, shake. We have a bit of a stretch, really. Going up first, keep your legs nice and straight. Going all the way down. Touch your toes if you can. If you can't touch your toes, don't bend your knees, but just touch your ankles. Okay? Big stretch. See if you can go down any further. And then when we come up, bend the knees and come back up. Simple. Excellent. Well done, guys. So that's to practice for today. Okay, I'm going to go and have my COVID jab today. Okay, so I'll be almost vaccinated. Okay, right. Well done. Keep practicing. Got any questions? Get back to me, and I will answer them. Or I will, if you're struggling with any part of your syllabus, contact me, and I will help you out. Well done. Left hand, right fist. That's right. See you soon. Bye.